Hey y'all, it's John here, and we're just doing heavy metal. This is just heavy metal for heavy metal people, and it's long overdue. In the background, we got Demon Flight. I got a whole bunch of records. I don't know if I'm going to show them all because I haven't done a video in a while about heavy metal. Absolutely killer record I've wanted for many, many years. I bought the reissue of Demon Flight, just a 12-inch EP. It was from Metal Blade Records, 1982-ish. And just 3 tracks, the B-sides, like one long track, Flight of the Demon. It's all like just an instrumental, almost like a jam in the rehearsal space, but it's total US metal. And I even listened to that jam, and it's just a lot of fun. It's all they put out, I believe. They might have had a track on a comp, but this is Dead of the Night, and it says new version, so it might have been on, was on a Metal Blade comp or something. Good record for US metal. I'm gonna do needle drops, but I'm trying not to get copyrights. It'll be quicker. This is Search and Destroy, not the Stooges tune. Just killer stuff, man. No pictures of the band. Trio. I think I got this for real cheap. Okay, Demon Flight, highly recommend if you like US metal. Next up, I got this Rampage record. It's kind of an obscure band from the Netherlands. These records come up all the time, pretty cheap. I decided to take a bite. I think I saw Ben from Nasty Metal years ago show this, or someone showed it, and I said, let me check it out. But what an interesting record. This is 1981 Dutch from the Netherlands, or Holland, Netherlands, whatever you want to call it. So it's a little, outside of music in a way. You know, they weren't the hippest country with heavy metal, but they weren't the most backward either. But it's surprisingly a good record, and I wasn't sure what to expect. Check out this label, Haffen Klang. Never saw that label. Haffen Klang Records. I'll just do some quick samples so you get the gist. It's way more on the heavy metal side than I thought. I thought maybe it would be like a little more like hard rock or commercial heavy metal like 1981, but it's not all great, but it's a bit of the new wave of British heavy metal sound, a little foreign sounding. But there's 4 good tracks. The first 2 tracks start off pretty good. And they got a lot of, kind of got this Uriah Heep gypsy groove. I can hear Deep Purple influences, because it's still early 80s. But the first 2 tracks are good. Then I listened to the record, I started snoozing. I said, I see why this isn't much. Then I flipped the side, and it got better again. And the last 2 tracks are, if they were cut as a single and released in England, it would be a sought-after new wave of British heavy metal record. And they got the multiple vocals like Uriah Heep. It's got that total gypsy groove. It's definitely heavy metal, especially for 81. But anyway, what a weird record. Check out this cover, man. It's got like, I don't know what they were thinking, what the planning was on this. They got like an artistic cover, like a surreal painting here. And I could see like, okay, we want to go through with the art image. But then the back is like just this terrible drawings. Like, I don't know if this guy's supposed to be selling magazines, but it's like total lowbrow on the back and an attempt at being sophisticated on the front. And then they got this logo through the middle of the artwork. Like, if they wanted to feature artwork, why put the logo in front of it? And then I'm looking at it, and there's like a tree here. And someone in the band said, like, I like the cover, but I don't want like a melted clock and a tree kind of thing. oh, we'll take care of that, we'll take care of that. And they just put the strip through the artwork, and they got this terrible logo with terrible font, and like, it's heavy metal. You need capital letters, boys. You know, unless you're Motorhead or using old English lettering, you got to be all capital. Very few exceptions. So it looks wimpy. It's ruining the artwork. The artwork isn't very good. Like, we'll keep the girl, we'll keep the skull face, but I don't want the tree with the melted clock or whatever they're covering up there. And then we want like a great artistic cover, and then we're going to go terrible in the back. But the last two songs, pretty good. This has got a Zeppelin vibe, but in a good way Zeppelin vibe, not like the typical hard rock blues Zeppelin. It's got like a physical graffiti sound. It sounds like 79 new wave of British heavy metal. This is the Starfighters. I showed this the other day for Metal Mickey's contest, but here it is officially. I gave it a few more listens. Good record. Second album, maybe the last record too. They only had two. British metal hard rock band, like AC/DC hard rock, and features Stevie Young, who's now the AC/DC guitar player, replaced Malcolm, and their nephew. Good record, some good like rockers, almost the pub rock metal vein. They were nicknamed in the day. They were nicknamed the Fight Starters, if I remember right. They were real troublemakers. And then the last tune here, I'll just sample this. Total new wave of British heavy metal. Pretty good for the Dutch in '81. Let's see, these are records I had, I maybe showed. I pulled this out. What a wonderful record. Gillan Magic. It's just a beautiful package. What is this, 83 I'm guessing? 82 on Virgin. It's beautiful artwork, kind of like 1930s artwork. You got John McCoy, you got Bernie Torme, you got Janet Gers went on to Maiden after was it White Spirit? It's good. This is not for like under $10. This is a good record. Good Ian Gillan. Not every track is heavy, but it's a really good record. All right. And that was Rampage. Let's see what else we got. Oh, I finally got this record. What a wonderful record. The third and really final Diamond Head record. And people hated this record, and it destroyed Diamond Head's career when it came out. It's not heavy metal at all, but I can't recommend this. I really love this record. I mean, it's not going to be for everyone. People heard it. I knew some of the tracks. I had like a single with two, and then there's some on those their CD comps. But Canterbury was probably 1983, and they totally ditched the heavy metal thing and just wanted to be, I don't even know what they want to be. It's got a bit of a mystical, medieval, I don't know, Canterbury Tales, I guess, kind of feel. A little Eastern music, very Led Zepp-esque without any of the hard rock in there. Yet every song is written like a heavy metal song, but without power chords and heavy metal. It's just a real wonderful listen, a well-done record. But I know why it totally tanked in '83 when Diamond Head, We Want Lightning for the Nations. And it's only got Sean Harris and Brian Tatler left. And it has, I think it thanks them if I remember. I don't have the inner. The bass and drums is still by Colin Kimberly and Duncan Scott. But they're just credited as like musicians. So they had left the band, or either these guys said, we don't want you guys, the heavy metal rhythm section anymore, or the heavy metal guy says, we don't want to deal with this music anymore. But if you're not looking for Lightning the Nations, you just want to hear something to get out of that heavy metal rut and something real interesting, well-written songs, intricate listening, this is a fantastic record. If you go in there not expecting classic Diamond Head, this is way better than any Robert Plant record you're going to get, a solo record. It's got the feel of something bigger than it is, grandeur. Oh yeah, Zed Yago. I showed this, the last heavy metal one I did. I didn't really know them. I got this, but it's pirate rock, German band, chick singer. So I got the debut. I think they only cut 2 records, and I'm real glad I got this. This is called Zed Yago, Roll Over Yonder, and it's definitely pirate metal. So getting any pirate metal from the 80s is a good thing. So I really think it's one of the greatest combinations of things you could come up with. There they are, and there's the chick singer, and it's good record. This is also a majestic feel. It almost feels like a concept record. I highly recommend this, for especially the guys who like Queensryche or Halloween. It's got a real moody feel. She's a wonderful singer. I'm not much for chick singers, but she's really good. And she almost more of the Susie and the Banshee side of things than like the Lita Ford side of things. She does these like little like kind of chromatic things in her melody. I mean, she's not out there, but it's still straight up metal. But it's very classy, this record. It feels like a concept record. A lot of songs about pirates and ships, and the concept is Zed Yago, I think, was created from this cursed pirate and the sea, and they made this pirate lady. But they do the Flying Dutchman overture from Wagner, and it's just pretty cool. The whole thing's like has a nice flow, a real feel like I'm listening to a whole album, and it's not necessarily my bag. I like the down and dirty, poverty heavy metal, but this is classy, and I enjoyed this listen very much. I think people who like sitting down and listening to like the Long Iron Maiden songs and that feel of like a Rime of the Ancient Mariner, where you're really into a story, and not that there's a story here, but you just get involved into the music. This is a great record, not too expensive, and it's almost perfect. I think the last song, "Rockin' for the Nation," like that one ruins it, because it's just like standard, typical heavy metal by the numbers, and the lyrics like she's a backseat lover and rocking the nation, and it just doesn't fit. I think they put it on the back because maybe that's all they had. But I give this like about an 8 stars. It's I think it's really a wonderful record, and it's produced. The other record I think we had that late 80s production, so I didn't like it as much. This is just true heavy metal production, and there's nothing flat. All competent players, excellent guitar players, but they're not doing anything flashy or anything that takes away from just the mood of the record. Another great record I got, and this was another cheap one I got from Germany, and it's Heavy Metal Live in Germany. I'll put it on. It's just 8 tracks, fantastic. This is Heavy Metal Live in Germany, Volume 1, featuring Stormwitch, which we're listening to now, Walpurgis Night, and Restless, Tyrant Pace, and Gravestone. What a wonderful record. Walpurgis Night, it's so like, it's not live. It's got like the fake crowd in there, and it's like a big crowd. So like, if you're gonna put a fake crowd in, you might as well make it a big crowd, right? Not like the clubs they probably would have been playing. But what it is what I'm guessing is it's bands recorded live in the studio, and they added the live tracks, maybe with the band knowing or without. But it's basically you call 4 bands, you say, come in the studio, do some kick butt versions of your 2 best songs, and we'll put them on this album. And they got each band with their 2 best songs doing the driving versions. And great record. It's only got 8 songs, but it's still just under a half hour, and it's perfect. And it's got Restless, who are the low budget Accept from Germany, and Fire Train's their best song, and it's on here, and it's killer. And a wonderful record. I listened to this a few times, and I could tell it was a studio because all the guitar sounds and drum sounds all sound the same from each other, and it's really warm, heavy, like crunchy guitar, but it's warm sounding. There's the big crowd. And like, Restless might be like a low budget Accept, but if you get the best Restless song, that still beats out half of the Accept songs, so the mediocre Accept songs. Fire Train, that was on this record, Restless. And it's got the singer who wears the one-piece mechanic overalls, which I just love. Yeah, this is it, man. This is the put on for the dance party. Then I got a band I never had anything, never heard them. I always knew the name, but finally I got Tyrant's debut. What is it? Legions of the Dead, California heavy metal band on what's it, Roadrunner? Killer US heavy metal. It's about as heavy and as metal as it gets without being like Show No Mercy Slayer. It's on Roadrunner. Killer, chaotic US metal with lead guitars, screaming, death, violence, Satan lyrics, everything. And you know they're serious. I don't want to get. I got banned. The last video I did, I got warnings from like South Korea, North Korea, and Iran are mad at me, and I don't want to get ads put in. So we'll see. But anyway, you got a guitar player called Rocky Rockwell. So you're not gonna get more metal than that. Rocky Rockwell, and these guys, fantastic. I mean, this is everything I would have wanted to be about a heavy metal band in 1985 or 85. You know, this is what it was about, like that little bit thrash was coming out, but it was still that pre-thrash, 84, 85, where heavy metal, there was still some bands that wanted to be heavy, and metal. And Tyrant, proud to own this. I need to get the second record too, but finally, that was a big gap in my collection. What am I going to throw on? I'll throw on another record. Let's put on. Yeah, we'll put on. Oh, I got to take this one off. This is and that last one was on Scratch Records. This is on Mausoleum, everyone's favorite. I'm gonna listen to a record I just got to is Dark Wizard. This is another one my collection was lacking. German band. This is probably like 84. I don't know what year this is. Killer, a five-track EP. Their debut, I think they had an album after. Oh, I know they had an album after this. 84. German, good stuff. Like straight heavy metal, but like on closer to poverty metal, but not quite there because the songs are good, the performance is good. Singer's got almost a punk rock voice, not punk rock style or not punk rock influence, just the tone of his voice fits more like a punk rock singer than a metal singer, but it's got that early Maiden, the chords. Wonderful album cover too. It's not like the best art, but if you just step back from it, it's just a really like good visionary. good visual, not visionary, but airbrush. I mean, it looks cheap if you want to look up close, but pretty cool. Cool cover, cool name. Good groove, good record, man. Then I picked this up because Aaron showed this. The Law. This is ridiculous record. None Escape the Law. And it's a Hawaiian band, which it's almost an unreal band. Look at these guys. I hope this is the thumbnail. I mean, this is, I can't even believe they're real. This isn't from like a TJ Hooker or a Chips TV show. And this is just pretty awful record. The Law. And there they are. They were, I think two of the guys met in a religious commune in the 70s. And the commune moved to Hawaii. They lived in Hawaii. Then the commune broke up, but they stuck together. And then they picked up a hitchhiker. And then they created The Law. And it's terrible. Terrible record, but it's heavy metal. And for entertainment, this is a 9-star record. You know, for actual heavy metal, it's probably a 2. But if people coming over the house, you want to show it and get a kick, you know, give someone a kick out of a good record, show them this one. But a terrible cover of The Wild Thing, awful lyrics. The best song is maybe Baby Don't You Know You're a Hooker. It's just terrible. But bad rock, like guys who learned like 70s rock, like bar rock, and turn it into heavy metal. You're a hooker, don't you know? That's not the way for you. You're a hooker, oh baby, don't you know? I love you, yes I do. But good record. This was, I think they recorded, they played around in Hawaii, then they decided to move to LA and make it big, according to the liner notes. They showed up, played one gig, and then they broke up. And that's when Motley Crue and everyone broke. And they pressed their records, their t-shirts. And this is a very rare record because I doubt they sold any. They probably were boxed up in the guy's garage and got lost when he moved 6 or 7 times. So it's a very rare record. So thank you to Unseen Forces who reissued this in 2011. Because I would have never heard of it. And thank you, Aaron, for pointing that out. I got a genius record. Oh, let me show Watchtower. I'm just going to show my original Watchtower. Energetic Assembly. Energetic Disassembly. Texas heavy metal. And a wonderful record. That's that. And the reason I'm bringing this is because the Man Cave of Doom had an interview with Jason McMaster, the singer of this band. He just, he looks fantastic. But I had pulled this out when they had that interview, and it's been sitting around. I just wanted to show it because Zombo Records, this is Texas heavy metal. I'll show, here's another crazy German band. Crazy, crazy, crazy. We're at 23 minutes. I haven't done a metal one in a while. That's all right. This is Black Tears, The Slave. And there's a slave. And I don't know if that's the singer. This guy's pretty bulk. And then I see the singer there. But he just doesn't look that bulk. So maybe they had to hire a model with long hair. You know, we want to take your shirt off, put some grease on you, and we're going to chain you up and rip your clothes, and you're going to be an album cover. Maybe it is the singer. I don't know. But really good record in a way. It looks a little popish. It's not. It's straight up metal. Wonderful back cover. On Steam Hammer. But well worth getting for German metal fans. A couple of songs are great, but the reason about this is the song The Slave. And I don't know if it's good or bad, but it's like a song about a slave in America, and it's really like bad taste. Like I don't even know how to talk about this without sounding like an idiot, but they do a song about a slave, and it's a story about him, and I don't know. I guess they wanted, in their mind, they were trying to do like a Run to the Hills, where like you could sing about the plight of the Indians, and they're singing about a plight of a slave, and it just sounds to me like cringeworthy and bad taste, at least coming from an American. In Germany, another country, another continent, you know, decades ago, it might have been different. You could write a book about it, you can make a movie, but when you put it in a heavy metal song, it just sounds very thoughtless. But it's a wonderful song anyway, even though it makes you cringe. And I'll pop it on for a few minutes. And there's nothing disrespectful about it. And I know they didn't mean any offense, but it's just, what do we track? But I know what they would... Stay away from that subject. This is my recommendation. But it's a good song, and just for the weirdness of it, well worth the record. I know they had good intentions, but it turns out to be bad taste. Here we go. Well done, well done. The only trouble with this band is every song is mid-tempo, so they never pick up the pace. It's good on this song. You get 2 or 3 good mid-tempo metal songs. The whole record, though, mid-tempo, everything's like Heads Are Gonna Roll by Judas Priest, kind of. And you start saying, God damn, this drummer better pick up the pace. Oh, it's a good song. I don't want to pull up the heel. You are the slave. I grabbed this just because I never heard it. It's Bathory, Nordland 1 and 2. It was cheap to get both albums from the wonderful Bathory. And this is where they started doing like the mood music and the Viking thing. And I enjoyed it. I listened to it once. I mean, there'll be a time I'll need to listen to this again. But I couldn't pass it up. I never had it. Quorthon. Let's see what else I got to show. I got some singles. I don't know if this is LL Company or CC Company. It's a newer band. It's 2014. 2 of the guys from Enforcer, Sweden. And it's kind of like a Motorhead band. It didn't do much for me, although... Did I open this one? Oh, I didn't open this. And I see it's got the snake on here. That's got to be the Pink Fairies cover. I actually had a band, like a garage rock band, and we used to cover the snake. But I'm pretty sure that would have to be it. But I didn't even open this. This is 2012. This is the one I opened. They said it was like Motorhead, but not near as good. I was a little disappointed. And that's LL Company or CC Company. And this one's 2014. Let's see what I got for... Oh, I got some good singles. I got... Finished my A to Z collection, or A to Z if you're American like me. I got this single. It's not hard to get, but it's the last one I needed. They didn't put out much. A live album, an EP, and a single. And I'm the One Who Loves You is great. New wave of British heavy metal, a little more on the AOR side, like where that line was. But they're a metal band. They weren't AOR. And this one's produced by Andy Scott. And I'll give you just a snippet of this. It's killer, and it's got the... You could totally hear Andy Scott from The Sweet producing it, because it's got that kind of piano in it. You've got the piano in like Love Is Like Oxygen kind of era. They don't normally sound like this poppy, but it's a killer track, man. This featured Simon Wright on drums, who after this went on and cut that one single with Aurora, I'll Be Your Fantasy, New Wave of British Heavy Metal, and then joined AC/DC for like Flick of the Switch, A Fly on the Wall, and then joined Dio. So he had a pretty good career. I don't even think he's much older than me. Sound like it could have been on a Sweet record. It was one of those bad later ones. But that might not be for everyone, but the B-side is New Wave of British Heavy Metal. What's it called? Ringside Seat. Simple song. It sounds like something should have been off of Tigers of Pantang, Wildcat. Great, great tune. Here's some other singles I got. I just got this thrift store. Not a big Rush fan, but I got this for, less than $1. What is this? New World Man. Not metal. And it's on polystyrene. It sounds like ass. Good shape, but low volume. And I meant the sound, not the music, but you could debate that. I got this one too. Beat up, looked like someone ate it, but I never had this. Flying High Again with Mr. Crowley live. I don't know live. But I'm not going to let that sit even if it's ripped. We'll get to the chorus. I grabbed the Ricochet, that Splattered record put out. Another New Wave British Heavy Metal band. I think they put out the one single. I had the A-side. I had Midas Light on one of those CD comps from Japan. But the B-side I never heard. Midas Light. Pretty good. Glad to have it. And I think it came with a poster for something else they might have gave me, if I remember. Oh, yeah. I got a crucifixion poster in that one. Because I think they redid the box. But I got the LP reissued, so I don't need that. But anyway, A to Z, a great band. Here's this is the EP. This is fantastic. If you don't own this record is fantastic. 3 songs. No Fun After Midnight, their biggest song. It's got the Motorhead or the ZZ Top Tush kind of riff, but Valhalla Force, one of my favorite heavy metal songs of all time. Just a wonderful tune, and I could hear bands like Metallica listening to that and knowing where they came from. This was a holy grail of mine. I'm over a half hour. This is great. This is a holy grail. I've wanted this for years and years and years, and no one really knew of this. And it only came up like 2 times in maybe 20 years or 3 times, and I never bought it. And I said like $35, I'm not paying for that. Then it came up for like $60, but it was scratched. And then that stupid company that did the with connection with Mojo Magazine, the rejects, the Job Center rejects, put this out, and then like it became like really wanted, and then it got reissued for Record Store Day in England this year. And then I had to pay money and ship it. So I had to pay like $20 for this. And it's by that same label, On the Dole Records. And this is really one of my favorites. So I'm kind of mad. One of my least favorite companies put out my favorite record. But I bought it and I don't have to now find an original. And this is Predator. British heavy metal, like boogie metal. And Take a Walk. They're both great songs. See, take a walk. Maybe Seen You Here's on the Job Rejects. I'd have to check if I even have where. I'm not even going to look for it. I don't remember, but I'll just play one of them. Yeah, I'll do Seen You Here. Hopefully that's not the one that was on there. This would be. Well, that was me, not the record. Real like dirtbag boogie version of Status Quo. Headbanging, man. This is right up my alley. This is what I love. got this Running Wild. It was I don't really buy 90s stuff, but it was cheap. 2 albums on one. And it's, I don't even know what records they are, but it's from like oh, there they are. The Rivalry and Victory. So I'm not going to turn down pirate metal. The great Running Wild. Is this the best? And since probably no one's going to grab this record, I'll just play the B. It's like a love song. Take a walk. Great It's got nothing. Real heads down, no nonsense, mindless boogie dudes. I showed this before, but I pulled this out, man. Bengal Tigers from Australia. Great record. Great catchy record. Only 5 songs again. Heavy metal worldwide. Real catchy. Straight up metal, but almost a little glammy on the side, but good vocalists. Good band. I got a reissue of the first Running Wild. I think this is pretty cheap too, remastered. So that's nice. Gates to Purgatory, fantastic. This might be better than the second record. I don't know. They're both great. Did I show this? I finally got Messiah. It's been on my list forever, but I might have showed this. Christian metal from '84. Crazy story. This Aaron had showed this, the Metal Theologian, many moons ago. And it was always on my list, and it was like $300, $1,000, whatever it was. Good record. It's got this whole story. It's just ridiculous. It's got a whole story about them. They're just nutty band. And whatever, wonderful record. I'm glad to have it. And I'm at like 40 minutes, so that's it. And I still have a pile to show. See you later.